Hey everybody, good evening. Thank you for joining tonight, our practice. Just want to make sure you have everything that you need to make yourselves comfortable. A quiet place, or as quiet as you can find in your home. If you have a mat, definitely want to grab a mat. If you don't have a mat, that's okay too. You can always use the floor. If you like to use other props in your practice, please go ahead and have those close by. If you don't have any props, but you would like a prop, you can always substitute a belt for a strap. You can also use a leash, like a dog leash. I found that works really well. And if you'd like a pillow to have for Shavasana or for any of the postures that you may want a little extra support. So feel free to grab any of those things. And if you find that you need something during the practice, please get up and get it. And you can always come back to this class as it is recorded. And it will be shown on the Coppermine YouTube page. Okay, so we'll get started here. We're going to do it like a slow flow. And then we'll wrap everything up with a few stretches on the floor that will go deep, really grounding stretches that should hopefully help with your sleep and to calm the mind a little bit. Okay, so we'll get started here. Feel free to mute yourself. I'm just doing one adjustment. Okay, and I'm not playing music. So if you like to have music when you practice, feel free to play some music at your home. And also I find sometimes just having a scented oil nearby, whether it's in a diffuser or if you just rub an oil on your hands and breathe it in, it's a nice way to kind of connect to your body, connect to the senses, and ground yourself before you practice. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna walk over to my mat and feel free to lie down with your knees bent and your feet in the floor. So you're gonna feel a heaviness in your shoulders. So my knees are bent, my feet are on the floor, they're about inner hip width apart. And I'm gonna lie down and start to notice the weight of the back body. So as the shoulders roll back and down, notice your hips and how they drop a bit. Feel the back of your head. There's a soft spot right where your skull is in contact to the floor. Notice that space, and as you take a breath, try to relax your whole skull into that space. So it's like all the stuff that's in your brain. I mean, anything that you carry around in your head, just allow that to dissolve right through the back of your skull into the mat and even further into the ground. Notice perhaps the chest and the belly starting to rise as you're breathing. Realizing that you don't have to make the breath work. So the breath pretty much breathes you. Noticing the inhale as it comes in and feeling it, really getting a sense of how it moves through your body. Noticing the exhale as it completely leaves your body. What does that feel like? So in our practice tonight, we're going to get in touch with the feelings that come up in the body as we move, as we breathe, and really welcome the awareness to these feelings and move with them and through them. If you have an intention for your practice tonight, please feel free to welcome that in as well. And then we'll go ahead and just hug the right knee into the chest. So as you hug the right knee into the chest, extend your left leg to the floor, flex both feet. Allow the elbows to soften. And then gently switch sides, hugging the left knee into the chest, extending the right leg. Feel how heavy that right leg bone can be, allowing it to drop a little deeper toward the ground. And then we'll release the left leg to the floor. Let's take both arms overhead, reaching to the space behind you. Flex the feet, spread the fingers really wide, and stretch the body long. Feel the ribs lift up, breathe into the lungs, get really big there. Exhale completely, letting it go. 2 more breaths. One more. And then we'll take the arms up, fingers reach the sky, palms come all the way down to the floor next to your hips. Let's bend the knees, place your feet onto the floor, and gently press into the hands and the feet, lift up into your bridge pose. So as you lift up, get a sense of pressing into the bottoms of your feet, into the arms and the hands. Once you're lifted, start to feel the front of the pelvis lifting up and feel the energy in the legs. So it's as if you're creating this space in the front of the legs. Your muscles become fully engaged in the legs as well. And you're drawing that energy from the top of the hips all the way past your knees. Please take 3 deep breaths here. One more breath. And then slowly lower back down, one vertebra at a time, landing right around the sacrum. We'll hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Feel free to rock side to side. And we'll come to a slow stop. Hug the knees in a little tighter. You can even lift up your head, tuck your chin to your chest. Roll slightly along the spine. And then on your next exhale, gently roll yourself all the way up to seated. We'll crisscross the ankles. Prop yourself up so your sits bones are grounding you, really rooted. Go ahead and take the arms all the way up, big inhale. And as you exhale, take the arms behind you, interlace your fingers, press the knuckles down, spin the chest up. Take 3 deep breaths. So we're lifting here with the center chest. Feel a broadness to your collarbone. Space throughout the heart. One more breath. Untangle your fingers, lift the arms all the way up, big inhale. And we're going to twist. Take your right hand to the outer left thigh, left hand behind you, that is your kickstand. Lift the chest up and turn toward your left. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. And while you are here, get a sense of your right hip. If it's creeping forward, Just hug it back a little bit. Reset the hips. One more breath. Keeping the hands down. Let's come back to center, hands on the lap. Inhale, this time arms all the way up. Exhale, turn toward your right for the twist. Left hand crosses. Support yourself with your right hand. Notice your spine. Where do you feel the twist tonight? Keeping the hips level. Bringing in awareness into the low back, the middle, and the upper. One more breath. Keeping the hands down, we'll come back to center. Hands can rest on the legs. Stay here for a moment and pause, noticing any sensation within the body. So what we're doing tonight, we're noticing the sensation, we're breathing through it, and we're moving on. Trying to release any kind of grip we have right now. Next breath, inhale, we'll take those arms up again, big stretch, and as you exhale, fold forward and reach your hands ahead of you. Stay rooted through your seat. You can lift the palms up and press the fingertips into the ground. Feel the stretch along the side body, the arms, and then begin to walk the hands all the way over to the right side of your mat. And again, as you reach to the right, hug the left hip back a little bit. Relax the head, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. We'll walk the hands all the way center and then all the way over to your left side. Exaggerating the stretch perhaps with your right arm, depressing the right hip down. We'll take the hands all the way back to center. Elongate. Feel the length in the side body. Relax your head and neck. And use the breath. Inhale, walk your hands to your knees. Roll through the shoulders. Roll forward and roll back. Go ahead and stay where you are. If you need to see me, then you can turn yourself around. I've turned myself around as well. Let's go ahead and take a shoulder stretch before we move into our flow. So you go ahead and just take the arm over. Notice what that does. What sensation are you feeling, if any? Then you can rest your opposite hand on the upper arm. If you'd like to take this a little deeper and would like to move into more of a twisting with the arms, go right ahead. This is called eagle. So if you're choosing to move into eagle, feel the elbows lifted and the forearms pressing forward. Softening the shoulders down the back. Whichever version you're taking, go ahead and untangle the arms, reach all the way back. And then go ahead and switch sides. So now we'll go ahead and take that opposite arm, cross the body. Maybe this is enough stretch for you. Just get a sense. The neck should feel relaxed somewhat. Space in the shoulder. If you'd like to take this a little bit more, feel free to weave the arms. You can always come to different places. You don't have to go from A to Z quickly. There's all different places to go before you get to a final product, right? So where can you be and breathe fluidly? Where can you settle in and be really present and not so agitated? Another breath. Right, then we're going to unravel, Press the arms back, get some space in the chest, rotate the shoulders forward and back. And then just give the arms a shake in front of you, like you're shaking water off of the hands. Interlace your fingers, press the palms forward. And as you press the palms forward, draw the shoulders back. Inhale, take the arms up. Slight nod, chin toward the chest. If this is a bit much, it doesn't feel right to you, you can always separate the fingers and the arms are straight up. I'm going to tune in, listen to your body, get a sense of what it needs. Really honor where the body is. Go ahead and unravel the fingers if they're interlaced. And then exhale, bring the hands right down. Notice any sensation. Okay, let's go ahead. And if you're not here already, we're going to turn to the top of the mat and come into all fours. You always have the option as well to turn the outer edges of your mat in to rest your knee on. That's a nice support, especially if your floor is hard. So let's go ahead and notice the wrists are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. Feel the tailbone actually lifting up here a bit and the thigh bones starting to press back. We're going to draw the belly button up and toward the spine, finding that expansion in the middle of the back. Feel your shoulder blades on the back body. So instead of everything dropping in toward the ground here, we're feeling our strength from the inside out. To stay here, take a breath, neutral spine, and then exhale, round your back, cat pose. So the tailbone's going to tuck a little bit and the chin can move toward the chest. Ride your breath, inhale, lift the heart, lift the tail, cow. Just allow this to be your first vinyasa, really moving with the breath. Not thinking about it, but rather feeling it. Feeling the breath move through you and move out of you. Finding the articulation throughout your spine. Please go ahead and do this for about 2 or 3 more times. Warming the back, finding a little space. And then feel free to come into neutral spine. We're going to take the arms and stretch them ahead of you. So this is like a puppy pose. The hips are still lifted, the arms stretch forward, and we'll let the head relax between the arms. If the head comes to the floor, that's totally fine. So see where the breath leads you. Notice your shoulders while you're here. If they feel really tight, ease the hips back and rest the elbows on the ground. It's okay to modify. You can even take your hands underneath your forehead. Two more breaths. And then begin to press into the hands, engage your belly, start to lift the head and walk the hands toward your body, back into all fours again. Okay, let's go ahead and curl the toes. Feel the belly super strong and take the knees off of the ground about 2 or 3 inches. Try not to collapse into the shoulders, so engage. Pull the strength into the back of the body. And we'll lower the knees down gently. 2 more times. Knees come up. Knees go down. 1 more time. Knees lift up. And knees go down. Okay, this time let's bring the knees up, curl the toes, and then press your hips back. So downward dog with knees bent.
Feel the outer shoulders roll back. Let the head come between the biceps. Soften through the heart, the chest, and then begin to straighten the legs. Allow the heels to get heavy. Feel free to bicycle the legs, alternating one heel and then the other heel. As if you were on a bicycle, just noticing the space throughout your hips, the back of the legs. And then with the next breath, lift the heels up and exhale, the heels descend. You can turn your head to the right and to the left, chin to the chest, releasing any tension. Soften through your knees, look between your thumbs, and begin to step forward. Right foot, left foot, help them out along the way. Finding yourself in a forward fold, drop in. Ride the exhale. Notice how the weight of your body releases. The crown of the head moves toward the ground. Let's hold on to the elbow creases here. You can sway side to side if you'd like. Now soften the knees just a little bit, releasing any tension behind the knees. Come to a slow stop, and then let the arms drop down toward the feet. We'll press the hands into the shins and lengthen out your spine. Take a really deep breath here. And fold on the exhale, let it go. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Feel the strength in your legs. Soften the knees. Hands to the hips. Inhale, come up halfway. And then continue to come up all the way. Root your eyes. We'll take the arms up. Connect the palms and draw the thumbs right to the heart. Take a moment and pause here, allowing your body to become acclimated, standing up. Feel your feet rooted, your big toe, little toe mound, inner and outer heel. Feel the muscles throughout your legs supporting you. Heaviness in the tail, and notice your navel drawing in and lifting up. Allow the breath to move through your chest, out to the shoulders and into the arms. Relaxing the neck and the jaw. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Let it go. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground through the feet, come all the way up. Lift, connect the palms. And draw the thumbs to the heart. Bow in. 1 more time, just like that. Use your breath, ride it. Move through, let go, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, rise up. Thumbs to the heart. Inhale, this time bring the arms up and sit back into your chair pose, Utkatasana. So as you sit back, allow the arms to lengthen. If you're feeling tight in the shoulders, you can always bend the elbows out to the side like a goalpost. You can always come to goalpost. If not, the arms are straight. Stay here, please, with the knees and take the arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers, knees are still bent. Press the fingers back. fold, exhale, completely releasing. Inhale, come all the way up, arms come up, root to rise, connect the palms, and we'll bring the thumbs to the heart. Inhale, arms up, sit back into your chair. Take 2 more breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Interlace your fingers behind you, press the knuckles away, and exhale, fold. Keeping the arms where they are, reaching up to the ceiling. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up, hands up, they meet, and the thumbs to your heart. Bow in. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, fold, let it all go. Soften the knees, and please step back into a plank. You have an option tonight by lowering the knees. Please feel free to lower them to the ground if that works better for you. If not, the legs are straight, inner thighs squeeze together. Staying here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Lower all the way down, chaturanga. Elbows are going to hug the ribs, hover, let the belly rest, roll the shoulders back, cobra, lift with the heart. 3 deep breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ride the breath as if it were a wave moving through your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release all the way down, curl the toes, lift yourself up and back, downward dog. Soften the heart. Feel how strong you are throughout the belly and the back of the body. Knees are soft. Look between your thumbs and step forward. Coming into a forward fold. Melt over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, come all the way up, rise, connect, and ground yourself. Arms up, chair pose, sit back. Interlace your fingers behind you. We'll press the knuckles away from the body. Get a little deeper here as you sit down. And just testing balance for a moment. See what happens if you bend your right knee a little bit more and take your right foot off of the floor. The right foot will move more behind you. And from here, if you'd like to come into Warrior 3 with the fingers interlaced, go right ahead. You can extend that right leg behind you. So your legs are looking like an L shape. The arms are long behind you, squaring the hips, flexing the foot. If your shoulders are tight, bend the elbows. It's okay, engage the belly, 3 deep breaths wherever you are. If you fall or wobble, that's normal. That, you know, we're human, we do that. So go with the wobbles. Focus on your breath. There you go, slowly release your fingers, fold to the ground, keeping that right leg lifted behind you. You're either in an L shape or a standing split where that leg would lift up higher and you'll fold over the left leg. Breathe. Softly bend your right knee and place your right foot next to your left. Anchor yourself. Inhale, halfway lifting. And exhaling, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Feel rooted as you lift. Connect the palms. And we'll bring the thumbs right into the heart. Pause. Next breath, find your chair, arms up, sit all the way back. Set the shoulders. Bring the arms behind you, interlace your fingers, press the knuckles down a bit. This time, left foot can come off of the floor and hover. The knee is going to bend a bit. Notice where your work is. Maybe you want to stay here, or just start to teeter, taking that leg back a bit, trunk forward, finding your warrior three. Squaring the hips. Releasing any tension in your jaw, separating the upper and bottom rows of teeth. Feeling your right foot firmly rooted, the energy moving up into the leg and the hip. Another breath. Bend your right knee a little bit. Release the fingers, draw them to the floor. You can also hold on to your calf. We're finding our drape over this right leg. Feel free to come into this L shape. And you can always keep the left toes on the ground. They can lightly tap. So just get a sense wherever you can be, working on your balance and allowing the breath to move through you. Feeling the breath. If it gets constricted, change things up a little bit. Gently bend your left knee, place your left foot beside your right foot, come into a forward fold, soften through the heart. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, rise. Connect the palms and the thumbs to the heart. Take a moment, pause, notice where you feel anything in the body, any sensation. Let it move through you with the breath. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Exhale, release all the way down, let it go. Soften your knees, step back, plank pose. Your knees can be down or lifted, okay? Either way. Lower down, chaturanga, hover. Inhale, open the heart, cobra. Release toward the floor, curl the toes, downward dog, up and back. Right leg comes up behind you. Exhale, swoop your foot between your thumbs. 1, 2, or 3 steps, it will get there. You can always use your hand to give it a boost. Let's lower the left knee tonight. Inhale, bring in the hands to the hips. Feel a heaviness through your tailbone, but a lifting from the front body. Navel is going to draw in and lift up. Feel free to take the arms up. Deep breath. Connect the hands together, turning this into a twist. We're going to connect the left elbow to the outer right thigh and turn the body. So the hands are pancaked. You always have the option of curling the back toes and lifting that knee off of the floor. Is your breath steady? Can you find space as your body takes this shape? We'll lower the back knee down, turn and frame the front foot, and step back, downward dog. Come into a silence with the body. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, swoop your foot between your thumbs. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, hands to hips. Arms can come up. Slide the shoulders down. 3 deep breaths. Feel free to look straight or look up. Notice what works better for your neck. We'll connect the palms. Take the twist, hooking the outer right elbow to the outer left leg. Pull the navel in as you exhale and turn the body to your left. Again, you have an option of lifting up that back knee, your choice. Focus on the breath. Where does the mind go? We'll lower the back knee, bring the body back to center. Fold, frame your foot, and step back, downward dog. Bicycle the legs. Okay. There you go, soften the knees. Look between your thumbs, come forward plank, and lower down all the way so your belly rests on your mat. And then please bring your hands under your forehead and rest on the right side of your face. Just take a few moments to drop in. Allow gravity to pull you a little bit deeper. Notice what parts of your body can let go here. It's as if your whole body can take a sigh. Like, oh, I've arrived. You're just coming into yourself. Notice where you feel any constriction. Notice where you feel space. Allow your belly to relax, the front shoulders to drop, and the feet to relax as well. Revisiting your intention of your practice, perhaps allowing that to come back into the body. And from here, please go ahead and move the body into Sphinx pose. So coming into Sphinx pose, the forearms are going to press into the ground. The head is lifted. Now, if this causes any discomfort to the back, to the shoulders, the neck, then come lower to the floor. Take your arms out wider and turn your gaze to the actual floor rather than lifting up. See how this works for your body. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. It's as if you could press your forearms into the floor and drag your hips toward your elbows. It's that sensation of lifting through the belly, feeling your ribs lift up, shoulders slide back, and all the space around the front upper body. Feeling the collarbone getting broader. Another deep breath here. Go ahead and release all the way down to the floor. You can rest your head on the backs of your hands. And then just take your arms alongside the body. Feel your front hip bones pressing down. Feel your belly button lifting up just about 1/8 of an inch. And on the next breath, feel the head and the chest start to lift. The fingers reaching toward the outer ankles. Feel free to draw the feet up as well, if that serves you. If this causes any discomfort at all, lower back down and repeat Sphinx pose, what we had just done previously. Staying here for about 3 or 4 breaths. Again, notice what the breath feels like when it moves through your body. We know it's happening. We don't have to think about it. You can just feel it. Another breath. And exhale. Bring the hands under the forehead. Rest on the left side of your face and drop in. Just feel the weight of your body drop. We'll go ahead and now slide the hands alongside your rib cage. We're going to press up and back into child's pose. So the knees can come apart and the big toes come toward one another. Feel free to bring your hands underneath the forehead if you need that support. I'd like your forehead to be on something. So whether it's the floor or a brick, a book, a pillow, your hands. And if your hands are not underneath your forehead, bring them around your ankles, please. Noticing the curve of your spine. Breathing into the space between the vertebrae. Take 2 more deep breaths here. We'll slide the hands next to the knees and articulate as you roll up one vertebra at a time, allowing the shoulders to go back. And then go ahead and have a seat. You're going to be sitting at the farther end of your mat and extend the legs forward. Put as much bend in your knees as you need. Don't need to feel any strain on this forward fold. You can take the arms all the way up and then release the arms toward the legs. So whether the legs land on the upper thigh or further down, that's fine. Find a place where they land. Let them hold on to the leg bones. And just find your drape here. Still flexing the feet, spreading the toes, keeping the energy within the legs. If you're using a strap, you'll loop the strap underneath the feet and hold on to the strap with a slight bend in the elbow. Feel the belly button drawing in, but kind of rolling up at the same time, creating some space for the breath to move and your body to drop in. And then wherever your arms are, just let them relax even further. Let go of any gripping, any holding. This is when sometimes I like to drag my heels toward me, bend the knees, and wrap my arms underneath my legs, bringing the forehead to the knees. We'll bring the hands to the mat, roll through the spine, come up, shift your seat a little bit toward the middle of the mat, and we're going to roll all the way down, hugging the knees into the chest. Feel the weight of your low back just dropping a little deeper. You can rock side to side. And then with your hands on your shins, bend your elbows. So really hug the knees in tightly, in closely to your chest, and let the elbows bend out to the sides. Then draw your legs away from the center body and straighten your arms. You'll notice your low back drops deeper into the ground. Then hug the knees into the chest, allow the elbows to bend. You're moving up the spine. Can you feel that? So there's more weight now into the vertebrae that are above the tailbone. And then straighten the arms, draw the knees away from you. You feel yourself rolling into the lower back. One more, hug the knees in toward the chest, elbows bend. Arms straighten. Knees move away from the chest. Please lower your left foot to the floor, keep the knee bent, and we'll take the right leg up. Go ahead and hold on to the back of the thigh, maybe the back of the calf as well. You can lift your head up, tucking the chin toward the chest. If this causes any neck strain or discomfort, keep your head on the ground for now, please. If you have a strap, feel free to loop it underneath your foot. And then slowly release the grip of the leg. Place your right ankle over on that left thigh, just above the knee. So we're gonna walk this right knee away from your body, away from the right shoulder. Maybe this is enough stretch for you. If you'd like more, please take your left foot off of the floor and weave your fingers behind the left thigh. Feel free to pick your head up, moving the chin toward the chest. We're flexing the feet here. Take a few deep breaths. You can always lower your head. And exhale, lower that left foot down, lower the right foot down. Just check in for a moment. All right, and then we'll go ahead and take the left leg up. One hand can go on the back of the thigh. Your other hand can go on the calf. If you have a strap, feel free to loop it. Notice here the leg bone, drawing the leg bone down and pressing it forward. So there's a little resistance here. Leg presses into the hands press into the leg. Another breath. Relaxing the shoulders. Let's take that left ankle and just place it on the right thigh above the right knee. I'm going to draw the left knee away from the left side body, flexing the feet. If you'd like more stretch, Take the right foot off of the ground, interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Feel free to take your head up if you'd like, chin toward the chest. Another breath. And slowly release the head, lower the right foot, lower the left foot. Pause here and just check in. Notice what you're feeling. Deep breath. Let it all out. All right, let's take the arms out to the side like a T. And then draw the knees together, and then they can float over to the left. And we'll bring some weight into that right arm. Feel free to look straight up or look toward your right. Take a deep breath in. Follow it out of the body. And we'll bring the knees back up to center. Float them over toward your right. Feel free to look up or toward your left. Bring some weight into the shoulders. Another breath. We'll bring the knees back up to center. And let's take the arms all the way down toward the ground. Extend the legs. Shavasana. So this is our final pose. A way for the body to drop into itself. Allow the energy to settle from your practice. Keeping the mind fully alert. Focused on the breath. Allow the body to quiet. So as you're lying down, allow the palms to face up, the ankles and the toes to roll out to the side. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows, softening the eyes and the sockets, relaxing the temples, the skin on your face. Parting the upper and bottom rows of teeth. Relaxing the tongue out of the way of the throat. Softening the jaw, the neck and shoulders. Allowing any heaviness in the arms to drop a little bit deeper into the ground. Feel the belly start to soften, allowing your breath to become a cushion to the internal organs. Feel the weight of the hips drop. The muscles on your legs melting away from the leg bones. Relaxing the ankles, the toes. Allowing this breath to move through you as you become fully aware of the feeling of the breath. Both the inhalation and the exhale. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you would like. If If you are ready to come out of your practice, gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing an awareness to your senses, noticing the light filtering through your eyelids, the air temperature on your skin, the floor beneath you as you are fully supported. Using your breath to roll over onto your right side and support yourself with your right arm. Knees are bent. We'll go ahead and press into the hand and into the arm and come on up to seated wherever you are. You can draw the hands together, the thumbs to the heart. Take a breath in and bow the chin to the chest. Always knowing you can come back to this awareness wherever you are in order to feel grounded and rooted in your body. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for practicing with us tonight. I wish you well, and I hope that you sleep well. Namaste. Thank you.